What up, the world? This be your boy, DZD. You know, I'm on the driving course, so don't mind me not looking at the camera too often. But I just wanted to make this video because I was just thinking of some goods right now. It is Friday, August 8th. Now, of course, the date doesn't really matter. Because honestly, these energies you're gonna feel like all day, every day. When you got all sorts of planes and orbs in retrograde right now, like Saturn, Mercury with communication, Mars with your aggression, what else is in? Uranus is about to go. That's more chaos and regression. So, like, when it comes to these kind of energies, you know, especially in retrograde, what does that do? That brings up past. That's past everything. And this is wild because 444 is popping up on my phone, and I also got a homie calling me right now, but I can't answer the phone because I'm in the zone. But anyway, I wanted to bring that up because a lot of things that are happening that has to deal within your life path and why you're figuring things out and why it's important to know thyself is because you gotta know your history. You gotta know where you come from. You gotta sit at the dinner table with your parents and see how they got to where they are. Hear their background stories. And then you can get a pretty good understanding of what situations you may go through. Because we forget that history repeats itself, not just in the world, but in our lives, in our family. We have repetitive patterns. We have past patterns that we have not broken. Everybody has an alcoholic uncle. Alcoholic uncle, or if that's not your uncle, that's your dad. It's not your dad, it's your grandpa. Everybody got that one guy. So you can't tell me that, you know, history doesn't repeat itself, because you can find that pattern in other people's stuff too. Everybody can relate to the same story. So, and that's like the beauty of going through this transformation, is everybody can share their story together. It ain't just one person going through one thing. This is a collective transformation. And it's beautiful, you know? And the beauty of it also, of knowing thyself and so forth, again, is going back to your parents and stuff, because a lot of your actions, a lot of the things that are happening within your life, whether your parents want to talk to you about it or not, happen in their life. A lot of the situations you may be going through. A lot of, like, say, take my generation and area where I grew up, there wasn't a lot of fathers in our lives. So me being a father now, yes, I am doing everything to be in my children's life every day. I don't like to call them kids because they're not sacrifices. But I like to do everything I can to be in their life. But in the midst of doing that and trying to understand myself, sometimes I get into the pattern of what my father used to do, or did, at least with me. Because he has other kids and he has a good relationship with them as far as I see, but he doesn't have one with me. And the lack of heavy male interaction in my life and stuff, I can see how it's taking that toll, because there's certain actions in my day-to-day that I don't do that I probably should, that I'm now learning that I should have known for a long time, that I have to now start installing in my children. That's why my struggles, my downfalls, I can never let them see me sweat, but I also got to explain to them what I'm going through. So then when they become my age and they go through the same thing, fuck, they don't even have to become my age, they just whenever in their life. When they go through the same thing, they can just automatically refer, like, oh shit, this happened to my dad. All right, cool. Well, then this is what I can do, because this is what he did last time and it didn't work out as well. Maybe if I tried this, that, and the third, boom. Now you've altered reality. You've altered a shift, a paradigm shift in your family structure from what y'all used to do. You know, like, that's huge. That is major. That is a big lesson that we have not been teaching ourselves in this Twitter Facebook society of me, me, me. You know what I'm saying? We tend to forget and lose and have like disrespect towards our elders and stuff who are supposed to be teaching and molding us so then we can make better choices and decisions as we move forward. You know? And that comes stemming off just past stuff. So, you know, all those people that always be talking about history don't mean shit. Oh, it means everything, because you don't know where you going if you didn't know where your history has been. How you gonna know? How you gonna know your ups and downs? What to do on this part, on this part, on that part, on this part? This is why family structure is huge. This is why unity within community is huge. You know, it doesn't just rhyme for no reason, you know. UNITY is a part of COMM. I mean, it's there. So, I mean, you know, I'm just rambling at the moment because this is just one of those energy phases that I just felt like. So, you know, I just decided to jot out this message. I probably won't even post it today, but I'll save it because it's going to be relevant and regardless throughout all this time that, you know, all this stuff is going on, you know, like heavy changes, man. A lot of Thanos energy, or Uranus, if you like to call it by that, you know, if you haven't seen the Avengers. Thanos represented Uranus. That was chaos, causing catastrophic change in the snap of a finger for the causes of the greater good. Does he have that choice? No, but he's putting in the work to make it happen. And that's where I'm drifting off to next, is putting in that work. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I was talking to my girl, when I was talking to my friend the other day. When I was talking to her, I was telling her about, like, you know, putting in that work. Doesn't matter, good or bad, you put in that work, the energy's always going to respond. You know, when you get a blender or a grinder or whatever, you know what I'm saying? When you plug that wire into that wall outlet, that's putting in that work. That wall outlet don't know that you about to grind your hand or grind a vegetable. It don't know that. It just knows you put in the work to make what you trying to make happen. And they give you that. And if you want to go to the Avengers, same thing. You know, Thanos had to kill his daughter. Spoiler alert. But he had to kill his daughter in order to get what he wanted. Yeah, that was evil in most people's eyes, but in the universe's eyes, he put in the work to get what he wanted. And that's how they respond. And that's how we got to respond. And how that correlates with our history is we can understand where our mistakes are so we can put in that proper work and get where we need to be. Get where you need to be. Understand why circumstances and situations happen. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think of your situations as more of blessings than they are just, you know, catastrophic faults at unremarkable time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at it as something more different than that. Sometimes there's lessons that come into that we really gotta read into with all of our hearts and minds. And yes, it takes a second, and yes, it hurts. But all this energy is trying to do is wake up that part of you that's always been there, that you probably try to hide, try to suppress, all that. That's all it's trying to do, is wake up that energy and put you in a proper position to value yourself more. Because that was another thing that we probably didn't get growing up. You know, outside of our parents, what was our influences? Rap music, all that shit that was all derogatory, talking down, killing each other, drinking, smoking, all stuff to devalue ourselves. All that is devaluations. All that is just to devalue ourselves. That has us staying in a lower state and has us getting into in and out of depressions every other day of the week. Because we ain't living up to the illusion of success. What is success? I drive to work and back every day and make it home alive. That's successful. You wake up. That's successful. You know what I'm saying? You go play basketball and you make 2 shots. You go back the next day, make 3. Next day, 4. Next day, 5. That's successful. What is successful? What defines success? What other people think or what you think? And this is what crumbled my life, is defining this success. And I'm not even going to say it's a crumble. It woke in me to have me talking to you right now. To hopefully awaken that part in you to get you on the movement. Damn, I wasn't even trying to talk this long. But I guess I was feeling myself too much. But nah, for real though, the real talk. You know, comment, you know, let's get the conversation going. Let's start talking each other up. Let's start helping each other, help each other get to the next realm. There's dimensions we losing out on just being stuck in this stupid form. We gotta rise up now, man. This stuff, nah, there's unions and all sorts of good stuff that just need to start happening. It ain't gonna take a day. Rome wasn't built in a day. But it wasn't destroyed in a day neither. It's going to take some time to build this. And it's going to take a lifetime to destroy it. That's why it's taking forever. But this is Beautiful Transformations. I appreciate you listening to me. This is your boy, the angel I am. I will talk to y'all later.